Corporal Jonas Ruiz lay unconscious on the examination table, hooked to a biomonitor that beeped slow and steady. His vitals were stabilizing, but something was wrong, deeply wrong. Major Elias Varn stood with arms crossed, watching the medic run scan after scan. Frustration etched into the man's furrowed brow. His nervous system's been tampered with, the medic finally said. It's not just trauma. There's foreign tissue grafted to his spinal cord. Veckery bioorganics. That shouldn't be possible. Elias's gut twisted. Ruiz's last words rang louder now. Don't trust the truce. They're hiding something underground. He turned to Lieutenant Cho, who stood nearby, helmet clipped to her belt, sweat beading her brow despite the cool air. Did we get a full topographic scan of the Veckery side of the landing site? Elias asked. Cho nodded. Standard passive sweep. Nothing obvious. But we didn't do deep thermal. Ceasefire protocol limited scans to surface-level mapping. Elias's expression hardened. Run a deep thermal now. Quietly. I want eyes under their feet. Cho didn't argue. She simply moved to the terminal and started typing. A few tense minutes passed as the scan resolved, and then, got something, she murmured. Look at this. The screen displayed a cross-section of the moon's crust. At about 30 meters down, beneath the Veckery lander, was a complex network of chambers, giving off low but active heat signatures. Not natural, not storage, built. One chamber in particular pulsed with concentrated heat and bioelectric signatures. Alive, Cho whispered. There's something alive down there. Elias stared at the image, his jaw clenched. We're going in. Cho raised an eyebrow. Ceasefire is a lie, Elias snapped. I'm not letting more of our people go back to Earth with something crawling in their heads. Gear up. Quiet team only. Minutes later, Elias, Cho, and two commandos exited through an auxiliary airlock and moved across the crater's edge, cloaked under electronic camouflage and the cover of darkness. The Veckery lander loomed in the distance, its shadow stretching like a claw across the barren plain. They found an entry point behind a rock outcropping, a shaft disguised as geological fault, just wide enough to drop into. As they descended, the light faded, and the stale, metallic stench of rock clung to the walls. 50 meters down, the tunnel opened into a vast, dimly lit cavern, and what they saw turned Elias's stomach. Rows of tanks lined the walls, filled with green fluid and floating shapes, some fully Veckery, others clearly human, and some caught in between. Twisted bodies, chests sewn open, neural implants